Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today a ton of new Legends EA reviews went live showing loads of new gameplay footage, loads of new gameplay images featuring shiny Pokemon, the final stages of the starters. There's so much stuff to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, we're going to be taking a look at the new Pokemon Legends EA gameplay footage. It's 8 minutes long. It was posted on the VGC YouTube channel, and then we're going to take a look at all of the new gameplay images. So let's start off with this. I think it starts off with the starter selection bit. We have Tepig, Chikorita, and then also Totodile here as well. So I assume this is where you choose your starter Pokemon. And then we have this bit here, part of the ZA Royale. We do have Feraligatr down here in the bottom left. So this shows that, yeah, they are not getting regional forms, even though we knew that anyway, because obviously we saw the Meganium in the promotional trailer. So if you haven't been staying away, if you have been staying away from leaks and stuff, yeah, they do not get regional forms. They, of course, do get Mega Evolutions. And we've got this Charmeleon taking on this Absol on the top of this roof. Level 34, so this is quite, I'd say, considerably far into the game. I'd say like the halfway point with level 30s and stuff. This is just a random part of Lumiose City, it looks like. They're just random items dotted all over the place as well. You can see they've just picked up a tiny mushroom. This, of course, is taken from the Nintendo Switch 2. Quite early on in the game as well, because none of these Pokemon are evolved. But they do have a Heracross already, so interesting that you can get Heracross really early on in the game. Quite a nice addition to the team there. And then they run around this corner. These people with these yellow speech bubbles, you're going to want to talk to because they give you items. So you have white speech bubbles, which are just random people. The yellow ones, you definitely want to talk to them because they give you free items. I assume this person gives you XP candies because that's what he's talking about. And then, like I say, there's items dotted all over the streets and stuff that you can obviously go around and pick up. Very similar to Scarlet and Violet. We have this battle here, which isn't at night. This isn't during the ZA Royale, so I assume there's just going to be loads of random battles that you can do in the middle of the day as well. This person's got a Kakuna, a little bit under-leveled against this Charmeleon that's level 32 and the rest of this team. But yeah, this is just a random battle in the middle of the day. So unless this is like a side quest or something, that's just a random battling happening, like I say, in the middle of the day. And you can still run away from it as well. It did have that kind of run away icon over here. So yeah, you can still run away from battles even if it's in the middle of the day or the middle of the night. But anyway, that Kakuna gets absolutely destroyed, obviously. And they send out another Kakuna. Feel like it's a bug catcher from Viridian Forest or something with all these Kakunas and Metapods and stuff. Next up, we have the rogue battle with the Mega Absol. Again, this was taken from the demo. We know everything about this. You go into it with a Lucario. You don't have any other team members and stuff, and then you just literally fight it. But yeah, this was taken from obviously the demo that a lot of people have played regardless. So that's the rogue Mega bit. Next up, we actually have our starter Pokemon in action in a second. Here we go. So we've got Feraligatr taking on Pignite. We also have a shiny Mareep down here as well. So this person's got a shiny Mareep. Charmander down here as well. So they haven't evolved their Charmander, but they do have a Feraligatr. And they're battling Tawny. So this is, I assume you battle them quite a few times during the story, because you battle them at the start, we know that. And then obviously they're battling them here again. But yeah, we get to see Feraligatr in action. Uses Ice Fang there, roll out from the Pignite. And then Feraligatr using Aqua Jet. And then knocks out the Pignite. And then she sends out a Bayleaf as well. So just shows that, again, this was leaked anyway. But the rival does have the other two starter Pokemon. So whether you've been keeping up with the leaks or not, whichever starter Pokemon you choose, your rival has the other two. And as you can just see, she had Pignite and Bayleaf, whilst you have the Feraligatr. But obviously Ice Fang's that, has the Leech Seed, Giga Drain, all that stuff. I feel like Bayleaf is going to be very, very good in Meganium and stuff, because it gets a lot of moves that recover health and then also deal damage as well, like Giga Drain, Leech Seed, stuff like that. Got another challenger battle here. We've got a level 29 Croconaw here. Still got this shiny Mareep as well, so I assume this person just played through the game, and then they've obviously just taken clips of it that they've just obviously posted to this. But either way, we've got Electrite there. Paralysis, obviously staying on the Croconaw, then sends in a Houndour. Nothing crazy there. Obviously, the Croconaw is just going to knock that out with an Aqua Jet. Knocks out the Croconaw, victory. Wild Zone 8, we have Numel in Wild Zone 8. We have Mabel here saying I came up with some new research stuff, so I assume she's just going to keep popping up saying she's got more research. Still hasn't evolved the Charmander at Wild Zone 8, which is quite interesting, but it's good to know you can get them relatively early on. This is a Sandile and the Crocodile Wild Zone, where they're just kind of like underground. So we know about that. Anything crazy here? They're just kind of hiding in this grass. And then we have this bit here, which looks like a cutscene. So we've got Tawny and the main character. This seemingly is at the very start of the game, though, because obviously we are still in this outfit that we enter Lumiose with. We don't have our Team MZ jacket on and stuff yet, so this is quite close to the start of the game. Look, I'm trying to get our hotel guest to safety. Would you please let us through? So yeah, this, unless we might arrive at night or the middle of the day, but we are going to be straight into the ZA Royale, it looks like. So yeah, these guys are about to battle us, and then something happens, I don't even know. And then we're obviously in this wild zone here. We've got wild zone, I think that says 13 or something. So yeah, wild zone 13, you can see on the map. So we've got Pavilion here. We have, that's a Weeping Bell over there. I think that's an Alpha Weeping Bell. You got like a yellow Pokeball here as well. I think those are TMs. And again, they're just kind of crouching. Level 36 in Wild Zone 13. So getting quite far into the game now. Pushing level 40s and stuff. Hasn't got the shiny Mareep anymore, but does have a Charizard, a Feraligatr. No Kalos starters, which is quite interesting. Still has that Heracross and the Absol. Got a Pinsir here as well. I think this is actually the bit where we saw the Mega Victory Bell from the trailer, where it's kind of like hopping down the street. Then we're all the way back at the start with Totodile taking on a Slowpoke. This is, of course, during the ZA Royale, because you can see it's at night and stuff. So they're battling. Nothing crazy there. Just obviously some new gameplay. Pidgey comes out. Confusion on the Totodile. I don't really know what all these status things do. I don't know if you can hit yourself and all that. And then we've got Croconaw again. They've got a Flaffy, but it's not shiny, so it's a different one. Knocks out the Bunnelby. It's just some more ZA Royale stuff where they're getting these tickets and everything. And again, this is obviously the thing. They're the sort of tasks you can pick up. And then you've been challenged from this battle. You and your Pokemon were caught off guard. Remember, they can catch you off guard just as much as you can catch them off guard. They basically just get a free attack on you like you do with them. So you've got to be sneaking around these locations so you don't be taking all this extra damage. But we've got a Pichu here running away. Then we've got the Rogue Mega Victory Bell. Don't need to do anything about that. It does drop these like poison sort of things, which obviously if you step in you will get poisoned, which isn't great. This looks to be another wild zone. This is 11. We've got Furfrou there. We had a Slowbro. So a couple more Pokemon that are available in this wild zone. So again, any Pokemon that you're potentially wanting on your team, these trailers are very useful for that. If you want Mega Slowbro or you want Furfrou or something on your team, it's definitely worth noting that they appear in Wild Zone 11. I love how Mega Slowbro is Alpha Slowbro, should I say. His tail also lights up with the red eyes as well. That's really cool. I like that. So yeah, getting introduced to all these different wild zones. We only saw like Wild Zone 6 and stuff before. I'm also surprised that these reviews are out today because the game comes out in 2 days. But I guess it comes out technically tomorrow for like Australia and New Zealand and stuff, depending on time zones. But either way, they're catching this Pidgey outside of the wild zone. So of course you can catch Pokemon out of the wild zone, but they are very underleveled. Like that Pidgey was level 6 and level 8. And then in Wild Zone 11, the Stunfisk is level 31. So Stunfisk also appears in Wild Zone 11. And then, yeah, Furfrou there. Again, just loads of new Pokemon locations. Got Machop. I think this is Wild Zone 8, wasn't it? It's just Machop's level 26. So, yeah, if you're looking for a Machamp or something, then you want to be in this area. Yeah, Wild Zone 8 for Machop. Just trying to see any other kind of Pokemon that appear in these areas. You got a Numel, obviously. Rock Tomb you can find here. Nothing crazy there. We've got Drillbur that also appears in Wild Zone 8. So again, a load of ground and fighting types that just kind of pop up here. And then we have Trubbish, which is... This isn't in the Wild Zone, you can see that. So again, more Pokemon popping up outside of Wild Zones. Kind of makes sense that Trubbish is just going to be in there all like the trash and stuff. Makes complete sense. This is Wild Zone 1, so obviously you can find Mareep and stuff. Fletchling, yada yada yada. I think that was an Alpha Scatterbug there as well. Maybe I might have been seeing things. No, it was an Alpha Scatterbug. Was there. So again, Alpha Pokemon can pop up randomly, just like in Pokemon Legends Arceus. But I think you'll have your static spawns as well. And then they're just kind of in all these different locations here. This is also not in a wild zone, I don't believe. You've got like your side quest markers here as well. So obviously you want to pay attention to those because you'll get loads of free stuff from that. But yeah, they're just going around here catching these Pokemon and then just more battles and stuff. And then we've got the Zygarde bit from the demo where it obviously jumps you onto the roof, and then some more battles and stuff going on with the Spritzy. And yeah, that's kind of that. And they've given it a 5 out of 5. I think on average it's rating like 8.1 out of 10, which is pretty cool. But either way, that is the new Legends Z8 gameplay. Moving on, we have some new gameplay images to go over. There are a ton to quickly... I won't like spend ages talking about them all. I'll just flick through them. But there's a lot of new customization items, shiny Pokemon screenshots, stuff like that. So really nice to kind of take a look at. But this is obviously just showing some more customization here with the green eyes and the hair and the outfit and stuff. This is that same person Mega Evolving. We've got an Alpha Spinarak here, so you can kind of see the size comparison from regular Spinarak to Alpha Spinarak. I also love how it's just kind of like stuck to that wall as well, just like obviously spiders would do. But you gotta look in every like nook and cranny to see where all these Pokemon are and where they're appearing and stuff. This is one of the cafes, this same character with an Absol. We've got this fight with the Mega Absol again. Like I say, you don't have any other Pokemon, you just have your Lucario. I don't know where you get Lucario, but yeah, you have it on your team. We've got this bit here. So these are like these weird Master Ball things. I still don't know what these items are, but they're like always quite difficult to get to. So yeah, not really sure what's going on there, but I assume that they're quite rare items. We've got the character with Charizard here, so that's more character outfits. I really like that jacket, really cool jacket, really like that. And then we have this here with a Talonflame just on the chair in another cafe. You can kind of see this Prism Tower in the background. This is the kind of startup, not the startup screen, but like this is apparently a TV that's playing in Lumiose when you get there, and it's Jet obviously talking about Lumiose and the redevelopment plan, and she's got a Skidoo and stuff like that. This, I assume, is when you get off the train, because you're still in your train like outfits, like your pre-MZ clothes, and it says move, control camera, reset camera, so giving you some camera controls there. Nothing crazy. This again just shows the character customization you can have at the very start. It's got like yellow eyes and different eyebrows and eyelids and stuff. And then I don't know what's saying Kairuru, unless that's Zygarde or something, but yeah, you've got this sort of battle zone at the start. I think this is from that gameplay clip that we saw where those people are trying to challenge you, and this person and the rival's just trying to get you away to the hotel. We then have this of the map, so like I say, loads of things going on here. So Wild Zone 3 is here, so you'll get this little crown if you've caught all the Pokemon in that Wild Zone. So Wild Zone 4 is up here, and this is at the north part of Lumiose City, so literally you can go there quite early on. You have these Pokemon centers, they're grayed out, so they haven't been there. These are obviously like shops and points of interest, side quests. I think that yellow exclamation mark is like your main quest line. It does say reaching rank V, so yeah, mission list. And then yeah, you can fast travel to a lot of these locations that you go to, so it's definitely worth going around the map and just getting all these locations. We have Heracross taking out these Mega Stones here at the top. Again, these pop up all over the place. These Mega Shards, so it's definitely worth knocking those off, because obviously you can get the Mega Stones and stuff from doing that. This is part of the ZA Royale. Again, they've joined Team MZ now. 11 wins, 32,000 points, by the way. I don't know how far this is into the game, but we've seen like rank Z was like 1,000, and then this rank is 32,000. So you got to do a lot of battling. Well, they've done that in 11 wins. And you do get a lot of points for doing things like this. Immediately knock out unaware opponents with your first blow, and then deal super effective damage with plus moves. And you get like 8,000 points for that, 2,000 points for that. F rank. This is F rank, by the way. So this is quite far into the game. Gets you 1350 for defeating it. So you'd have to defeat quite a few people, but like I say, you get a lot of points from these extra challenges. We have some more sort of like overworld obstacles. Like obviously we've seen the rocks and the trees and stuff that you have to get through. This looks like some spider web thing or something. So you have to attack that, and I assume it lets you go across. They do have a Kalos start here, Chespin, level 24 Fletchinder, so you do get the Kalos starters pretty early on, which is really nice. And then this person is just shouting Bunnelby for whatever reason. This person saying, I'm with Charge, the committee to highlight a Alolan Raichu and generate excitement. So maybe that's like a quest or something that you can get a Alolan Raichu. Wouldn't be surprised, or maybe like it's a trade or something for it. Then we have this person sitting down with a Pikachu eating a croissant. Nothing crazy there. And then we have Pikachu level 7, so you can get Pikachu really on. That's a Haunter as well, so you can get Haunter really early on as well. Bellsprout, Pidgey, Spinarak, Ekans. So this is Wild Zone 2, so you can get a Haunter by Wild Zone 2. So I don't know how they've managed that. And obviously Pikachu as well. Next up, they've got them here just kind of crawling in the grass. There's a Badoo there in the background, nothing insane there. We have an Alpha Bunnelby that's level 10, and obviously taking it on with a Chikorita. You can get Abra quite early on in the game as well, that's kind of cool. Tackle, Leafage, Disarming Voice, Tail Whip. And then also, Rogue Mega Horlucha has been confirmed. That is another one of the Rogue Mega evolutions. So I can't remember the ones that they've shown. Victory Bell, Absol, Tyranitar, Horlucha. I think there's a few more as well that we haven't seen. But they've officially revealed now that Mega Horlucha is going to actually be a rogue Pokemon that you do fight. So that's kind of cool. We have this battle here against a Beedrill, level 13. So that's quite early on. But again, it does evolve at level 10 anyway, so nothing crazy. Sitting down at a cafe here with this Chikorita. And then we have Shiny Talonflame as well. There's another shiny Pokemon that's been found. So Shiny Mareep, Shiny Talonflame, and there's another image of another shiny Pokemon that I want to go over, which is obviously in this kind of bunch of images. But yeah, Shiny Talonflame with this new character outfit as well there. And then we have this Slurpuff just chilling at this cafe, eating some cookies, biscuits, whatever they are. We have this, which is a really cool shot of the sewers. So we've got Meganium here. Again, apparently this is story related, so you will find yourself in the sewers at some point regardless. But yeah, I really like the coloring and stuff here. It makes it look very very sewery like. And then we have this bit here in the clothing kind of section. Chikorita's just sleeping. So I think if you don't do anything for a bit, then your Pokemon just kind of falls asleep. You got this character outfit here, and then you've got a Raichu and a Heracross. So again, this might be the Heracross you get early on in the game. Maybe it's a trade with this person, but they have a Raichu, so I doubt it. And then we have this image here of a shiny Bellsprout as well. So shiny Bellsprout, shiny Talonflame, shiny Mareep. Ton of shiny Pokemon that have popped up in this kind of gameplay footage and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of all the new bits and bobs of Pokemon Legends EA. Obviously, we're going to be streaming this game tomorrow. It's going to be out New Zealand, Australia time first. So we're going to be streaming it that time, local time. So very, very excited to play it. Hopefully going to find a shiny and stuff. Obviously, we'll be covering this game on my Pokemon Guides channel in the description down below as well. All the guides will be posted there. So make sure to check out that channel if you haven't already. But yeah, this is kind of like the last bit of gameplay that we're going to see before the game does officially drop. So yeah, good times, exciting times. Really, really excited to play this game tomorrow. But either way, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.